Yo, yo, it's your boy, Big Mouth of the South, man. Let the people know who we rocking with today.
It's your girl, Astro Kyi, mother of all astronauts. We in the building.
So look, though, you really think you're an astronaut, or like, where the name come from?
So I'm a lover of space. Always wanted to be an astronaut. Everything with me is larger than life, so that's pretty much where it came from. But I'm the mother of all the astronauts. I'm leading the way, so yeah.
The mother?
Yeah, the mother.
So this like the second time I heard mother. Like, like is the mother like that's the lingo out here in the DMV or what? What's going on with why everybody so pressed about mother?
I mean, yeah, like on mothers, but I'm just the mother of them all. Like, you know how they can be like, yeah, everybody my sons. Like I'm the mother of all the astronauts. Oh. Anybody that even want to be in that realm, I'm leading the way. I'm doing that.
Okay. So you're not saying you like the head mother of all the mothers. You saying of the astronauts?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'm leading that rocket. I'm flying that spaceship.
Facts. So look, where you from?
I am from PG County, Maryland, Lanham to be exact.
Lanham.
Yeah.
That's where you grew up at?
That's where I grew up at. Yeah.
So like, when did you actually start like rapping though?
I started rapping when I was 13. I was in middle school. One of my homegirls, shout out to Kenzie, we used to like do the little drumline stuff on the lunch table, and one day I just started rapping about what we were having for lunch, and it just kind of became a thing. Like I would just do that every day, and then I just kind of ran with it. I always did poetry though, like, you know, in elementary school and stuff, and then it just kind of developed from there. So
you actually been rapping for a while?
Yeah, a long time.
So how would you describe the journey so far though? Like, would you like, we gonna start with the negative and then we're gonna end with the positive though. So from like negative, like not even negative, just overall, like how the journey been?
So overall, it's been a lot of ups and downs, but overall it's been beautiful for sure, because I know like once I really get to where I want to be, I'm gonna have a testimony, have a story. But it's been some bumps in the road, definitely.
Yeah. So when you say bumps in the road though, like what type of bumps in the road?
So I mean, from actually getting signed, you know, like having my hands on that record deal, to that being tossed up in the air and not being able to do music. So
you actually been signed to a label?
Yes.
Is this an independent label or a major label?
No, I would say it's more along the lines of independent. The individual was major, not in the music industry though. So, you know, it was like kind of touch and go. I kind of felt a little experimental, but it was an opportunity nonetheless.
Come on now, you can't say the individual was major without dropping his name on Big Mouth.
Oh, I mean, I'm not worried about that. His name was Alki David. Alki David.
So you talking about the same guy that signed Chief Keef?
Yes. He actually, I believe, owns Hologram USA. So like the Tupac hologram, the Whitney hologram, like he had a big hand in like creating that, and he wanted to dive into the music side. So he reached out via Instagram, flew me out to open up for Chief Keef at the Fonda Theater in LA. That was like just huge. Everything kind of happened really fast, like really over the course of like 20 something days. And after I did the show, you know, he's like, yeah, I want to, you know, sign you, contract and everything. And I ended up signing it. And I wish that I didn't, but, you know, it was a part of a learning experience, so.
Whoa, so we going to kind of like backtrack a little bit. Like, how did y'all actually meet? Like, how he discover you?
IG.
He discovered you on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
So Instagram really be like helping people out though. A lot of stuff that came from Instagram.
Yeah, for sure, it really does. I feel like, you know, if you want to use it to like further your business or yourself, and right now, you know, just having so much technology and like, you know, moving through the ages, it's just a way to get yourself out to so many people at one time. So, you know, I'm not necessarily a fan of the social aspect of social media, but as far as what it can do for entrepreneurs, I'm all for it. Okay,
so he found you on Instagram.
Yeah.
I guess he DM'd you?
Yep.
He flew you out to Cali.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Chief Keef?
I did. We actually have a photo together. It might be on my IG, or I may have taken it down. I can't really remember, but I do still have it. So I mean, I might post it just cause. But yeah, we took a picture together. He's cool. Like I did that, and I couldn't really do anything that would monetize stuff for me because I didn't know if I was under contract. So I ended up, I was always writing, but just kind of going through the motions for real.
But look though, when you say depressed though, like how was you actually feeling though when you was depressed though? Like what type of things were you doing, or like where was your mind at?
So for me, I can't escape the music. Like as an artist, I'm sure other people who are creative, they can relate to this, but we have these moments, especially when you've been doing it for a long time, where you just like, man, fuck this shit. Like I'm over it. Like I don't want to, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out. But even in those moments, it's like I couldn't escape the music. So for me to not be able to share my art with the people that I care about, or just people in general, that was rough for me, because it's like I'm sitting on all this stuff and that's my only outlet, and I felt like I really couldn't do much with it. So that's the one thing that makes me happy, and not being able to do it, it just kind of had me in a space where I was ready to give up on music.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I didn't, because I'm still here, but it was definitely on my mind.
So when you was ready to give up on music though, like what was you doing in between time though? Like, or did you like lose confidence, or like you just stopped recording, or what though?
Yeah, I wasn't recording much. I don't want to say I lost confidence, but it's like my mind was just racing. I'm a mother, so I'm thinking like, man, I just maybe I have to figure out something else. Like maybe this isn't for me. I was like, maybe this was a sign. I don't know, So it was like those thoughts going through my head. So of course, working jobs, things like that, and I just was literally going day by day until finally I was able to get out of the contract based off of the time had lapsed. So the contract was for 2 years. The time had completely lapsed with the contract. I never heard anything back from them, so that officially, confirmed that I was no longer under that contract, and that's when I just hit the ground running.
Yeah. So I guess fast forward from there, like what's been some of the good times though, like in this music industry though, like what's some of the good times you enjoyed?
So I would say obviously, performances, things like that, but having people connect with you, like, when people hit me up and they like, man, like your music, like I felt that, or, like that's exactly how I'm feeling, or that made me dance, or I was vibing, or like you be spitting like shit. I'm like, damn, it feels good.
Yeah, cause I was on your Instagram though. I was going through your Instagram and you was really rapping though.
Yeah, I really do that.
Like you really be doing it though. Like I told you when I first met you, like I seen you on the ground. Like I seen the knuckles tatted. Yeah. Like I seen the neck tatted. Like I know they can't see right now, but like you really tatted up.
Yeah.
So like, if somebody really didn't get to meet you though, like they probably would think of you in a certain different type of way. You seem like a real like sweetheart type of girl.
Yeah, I am.
From the Instagram, you look like gangster.
So I mean, I feel like everybody has like their sides to them. I am a sweetheart. I'm a true Sagittarius. I got a big heart, but I'm no nonsense. So it's like it takes me a while to get to that space, but once I'm there, it's just like it ain't no turning back. So it's best to get this sweet me.
So look though, when you say no nonsense though, like you mean like wild out, like straight like savage, or you mean like something else?
When I was a little younger, I don't want to say like wild out, but I'm still that way, but if I was to tell you, look, when I see you, it's on sight, then that's what it was. Even if it was months later and I wasn't even mad no more, it's like I said that and I just stand by my word. Like I said, I'm a true Sagittarius. Like I'm a truth seeker. I'm real. I'm blunt. So if I told you, yeah, when I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass, then that's what I would do.
So you kind of grew up fighting too.
Yeah, I did, but not because people used to mess with me. Like I didn't get bullied for real. Like I always had real thick eyebrows, so people would make jokes, but like well, because from around here, you know, we say Jonin, like when you kind of, you know, roasting or, you know, whatever they want to call it, but we say Jonin. So, like, people would Joan, and they would say, oh, you got caterpillars for eyebrows and stuff like that, but I would just give it right back. Like, I never had to fight because, like, I got bullied or nothing. But,
Cause look though, man, I feel like everybody that I talk to in the DMV, especially all the women, tell me they kind of grew up fighting. Like, is the DMV really like that or what?
That's probably a lie.
That's probably a lie?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't say it's really like that. It's more so like for me, so I didn't grow up fighting because I was in the streets per se. I grew up fighting because I was the oldest of all my cousins. So it's like, you know, I had to take care of everybody. So people that would mess with my cousins, mess with my family, now I gotta fight you.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they were way younger than me, so I kind of had to, like, stick up for them. So that's really where that came from. And then I would say the only thing I probably did get teased about a little bit that would cause me to fight was my family's not from this country. They're from Barbados and Guyana, South America. So
you Barbados and
Bayesian and Guyanese, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so like people, they would be like, "What's your granddad say?" Because you know that strong Caribbean accent. And I'd be like, "Don't talk about my grandfather." Now we fighting, and it was mostly boys, to be honest. Like I was a real tomboy, so.
Yeah, so like being that your family is like from Barbados and Ghana. Guyana?
Yeah.
Like, how has that, like, affected you kind of, like, growing up, like, in the DMV? Because I'm pretty sure, like, the way of doing things over there was different than, like, the average person doing things over here.
Right. So, I'm the first in my family to be born in the U.S. My mom was born in London. My grandparents are the ones that are from the islands. The only real difference was that, like, in my household, culturally, you know what I'm saying, like just growing up with family from a different culture, so I wasn't super Americanized, like just a super hard work ethic, you know, always a family first type of mentality, like stick together type of thing. So that was really the only difference, and I just appreciated stuff a lot more, you know, like they was fresh off the boat with it, so it was a lot of stuff that wasn't just handed to us.
Yeah. So look though, if you wasn't rapping though, like what else would you be doing?
If I wasn't rapping, I would still be in the creative like realm, because I used to do theater, you know, in high school. Like I'm just a full-on creative.
Yeah. If you wasn't rapping, you said you'll be a creator, right?
Yeah, like probably. I mean, I always wanted to do acting, and I did when I did theater and stuff. But like, I feel like I would still be in the creative realm, like. Because I do photography. I just do so many different things that dab into, you know, the creative arts. I really can't see myself doing anything else. Yeah.
So, like, I guess, like, growing up in the DMV, besides rapping, like, what do people actually know you for, though? What would you think that's, if I ask somebody, like, yo, what's up? What's up with Astronaut? What they gonna tell me?
They would say that, they would say I'm sweet, like, you know, I'm real cool. They would definitely tell you that I'm super positive and optimistic. Like, I'm that person that everybody goes to about their problems or to just, like, you know, get advice on things, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So, for the music, back to the music, like, what can we expect, though? What's next for you?
So, I'm working on a new EP. Well, this would actually be my first like actual real EP. I dropped several mixtapes, you know, over the years, but I'm working on an official EP, and you know, working with some new really cool people now. Shout out to Savant Media Entertainment and V. She's amazing. So I'm just like, this year is all about connecting, like, you know, elevating my brand, kind of pushing that forward, growing my fan base. So just re-strategizing, you know, mostly, but it's definitely some new music and new visuals coming.
Yeah, speaking of music, I seen Rico Love comment on your Instagram.
Yeah, shout out to Rico. He's really cool. We've been, you know, like just building and kind of connecting over maybe like the last year and a half. When I was coming back from LA in a real rough situation I had out there in 2018, he reached out to me via Instagram. I guess, you know, IG really is the place to, you know, you can really get discovered, but he ended up DMing me, and he told me that I was an absolute superstar, so that was amazing. and then we kind of connected from there, and you know, just like building and things like that. I'm not signed to him, never was signed to him, but I do reach out to him from time to time, just, you know, for advice and, you know, mentorship about how to navigate and just get to that next level.
Yeah, so but like, what actually made him want to reach out to you though? Did he like tell you like his purpose, or like, cause I mean, he's a well-known name in the music industry. So for him to actually reach out to you, like that's kind of big. So like, what was the purpose?
So the purpose was
he shooting a shot?
No, he was wanting to work with me. You
know,
so that was that was the purpose. Him wanting to work with me and just kind of recognizing my talent. So it was definitely like a good feeling having somebody of his caliber, especially like literally coming off of everything that I was just dealing with. It was almost like confirmation, like no, you're great, like keep going. I see the talent. I had did a remix to that Fifi joint with Nicki and Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
And I put that out. I recorded the song and shot the video the same day. Shout out to Versus Visuals, that's my videographer. And I sent it to Rico because he's the one who suggested that I do it. You know, I won't lie, I wasn't really a huge fan of the song. You know, I pretty much love everything Nicki do. I just you know, you just not really feel the song for real.
So you a big time Nicki fan?
I wouldn't say big time. I like her. Like, you know, she spits. She's definitely been one of the, you know, pioneers of the female rap game, especially this last 10 years. So, no, yeah, I like her. I like her music.
But look, though,
I'm not a barb. I guess I'm not like die her like, oh my God, like, yeah. You know, but I do adore her.
So look though, speaking of Nicki though, like, I mean, Nicki name kind of been in the news a lot lately. Like, you know what I'm saying, everything between her and Cardi B or whatever. Like, how do you feel about that whole situation? Like, what's your input on it?
I don't even speak on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't speak on stuff that, especially if the people not around and I don't know them on a personal level. I feel like you can't say no to somebody when God already said yes. So, you know, a lot of people might feel how they feel about Cardi and whether or not she right. As a rapper that does right, I will always stand behind that. I feel like you need to write your stuff.
Yeah.
But I would never take away her success. She got hits. She making money. She doing her, and I feel like that's amazing. Nicki, she write. She make her hits. She doing her. So I feel like whatever they had, that's on a personal level, and they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Big fact. Big fact. So look though, do you think it's enough room in the game for like multiple women to be popping at once though?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's the media and the industry and society that makes it seem like it can only be one. I feel like it's really no female rapper out here feels like it can only be them. I don't think any one of us feel like that. It's everybody else that makes us feel like it can only be one. So, you know, it's this like heightened level of competition instead of, you know, unification. So I've always been the type, I'm just focused on me. Like, I feel like it's enough room for everybody. Everybody has their lane. Right now, it kind of seems like it's this wave of, you know, kind of gimmick and do you have a certain amount of following, so like popularity. But I feel like the age of we just want that raw talent, let's, you know, develop this person as an artist to be absolutely great. I feel like that's definitely coming back around.
Yeah. So how do you feel like you fit in though in this new age though with more like the gimmicks and a lot of personality or whatever? Yeah. Like, do you feel like you able to adapt, or you feel like that kind of hurt you?
Well, I can always adapt, but it's a difference between adapting and conforming. I'm not conforming to anything. Hell no.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like when you adapt to things like that, it's more so like, I feel like it's just kind of sticking to who you are and basically keep going. So like if I was, you know, trapped in the wilderness, I got two options. I could lay there and I could die, right? Because I'm stuck out here, nothing to eat, maybe it's freezing cold. Or I could say, what can I do to keep moving? I might not be there just yet to where I'm out of the woods and I'm good, but maybe I just keep walking, you know, maybe I look for food. I feel like it's the same type of mentality. So in the industry, me adapting is just me continuing to keep moving, but I'm still being me. Like, I'm still making the music that I feel has substance or that I like. Because I mean, I talk about everything under the sun when it comes down to what I rap about. You can't really put me in a box, and especially when it comes down to like the type of beats that I like. Like I'll rap off some old school 90s shit, and then, you know, I'll rap off of some K-Tronada that's more along the lines of electro. Like, it just depends on what makes me move.
Yeah. So look though, if you had one chance to impress somebody, like, what song would you tell them to go listen to?
I would tell them to. I would tell them to go listen to. Well, can it be more than one?
Yeah.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one. Alright. Just one song. I would tell them to go listen to Ballin'.
Ballin'?
Yeah, Ballin'.
Why would you tell them Ballin'?
Cause I feel like, you know, as a woman, sometimes you gotta do the extra. Like, you know what I'm saying, to just compete and be on the same playing level as the boys. I'm not really a fan of, you know, female artists, rappers, I should say, that don't really hone in on their craft, like lyrically, because rapping is a lyrical art form. So, you know, I feel like if you're gonna say that you're a rapper, like, you need to hone in on that, like get lyrical with it, like really spit. And I spit like a dude.
Yeah.
But now I like to say I spit like a girl because girls can spit too. So I feel like it's more so that, and that song is gritty. You know, the hook is catchy, and I used to ball, so it kind of coincides with, you know, with that.
Oh, you used to hoop?
Yeah.
What position you played?
What position?
Point guard?
Nah, I played the 2 and the 3.
Played the 2 and the 3?
Guard and the small forward, yeah.
You was getting busy?
I was getting busy.
Yeah. So look though, do you feel like it's difficult though, like being a woman in the rap game though, for just like working with men?
Yeah, I do. It's difficult, but it's doable.
A lot of guys be trying to holler?
That's one issue, and then another one is just like being firm, but not seeming like you coming off like a bitch. But I feel like they only do that to females. Like a man, he can go into a business meeting and be firm and say, this is what I need, this is what I want, this is what we gonna do. But if a woman does that, you being bossy, you being bitchy. So I feel like women shouldn't even care about that. Like, do what you do, get your money, and make these niggas respect you.
Facts. If you had one word to describe yourself, like, what word would you use?
I would. Man, you're making it hard with these one word things.
Cause we just want to sum everything up though.
I know. I would say one word to describe myself. Well, it's more than one, but for you, I guess I'll choose one. I would say you're making this so hard.
I know you got.
I know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could choose one word, but I would have to say compassionate.
Compassionate.
Yeah, because you know obviously I'm an artist, but I'm me first.
Yeah.
And my heart is big, so I would say compassionate.
So look, is there anything that you want to get off your chest though? Let the people know why you on Big Mouth Media.
Why I'm here?
No, I'm saying like
while
wow.
I'm here.
Yeah, while you here.
Honestly, like, to anybody that ever counted me out, like, I feel sorry for you.
Feel sorry?
I feel sorry for you, but you know, it's a blessing nonetheless. And I mean, really, truthfully, I just want to thank everybody that just supports me. You know, thank you for having me, and just expect some great things. Like, you know, God be working. We in here.